The Economic Recovery Plan had a number of measures which really were great in terms of adding certainty for Irish businesses. Irish businesses have been concerned as to whether there will be a cliff edge in terms of the end of the various COVID support schemes. However, the plan was very clear. The schemes are going to stay, they're going to be in place until at least the end of the year, and that was very welcome for Irish business. It gives them a relief, it gives them certainty, and indeed the plan went further and enhanced some of the COVID measures, introduced new measures, very much tailored to the fact that the economy is reopening, we're looking for a jobs-led recovery, and it was important to see the COVID measures, I suppose, extended and adjusted to deal with the reopening of the economy. A number of the key measures for Irish businesses were extended in the plan to 31 December 2021. So the CRSS, the EWSS, they were both extended. And indeed there was an enhancement in terms of startup, whereby you can get an extra payment on starting back up your business up to €30,000. So pretty material amounts for Irish businesses. In terms of the EWSS, there was a further enhancement. So the plan basically said that you could look at the eligibility over a 12-month period instead of the current 6-month periods. And the intention, the plan said, was to, I suppose, deal with the fact that businesses are still in a very frail nature, and therefore if they had a spike in profits or an improvement in profits in Q3, they shouldn't be penalised and should be able to avail of the EWSS. Now, we would have concerns in terms of the detail around this to make sure that there isn't an anomaly here. In reality, what we don't want is that when businesses look at a 12-month period now and compare that back to 2019, they have to continue a prolonged level of decline to be able to be eligible for the scheme. So that's something I think just to watch. In terms of other measures, we have the commercial rates waiver extended to the end of September. Again, very welcome. The 9% VAT rate for the hospitality sector, really important for that sector to support them. And that's going to be extended up to September 2022. So very much a broad amount of measures introduced, all good for business and all going in the right direction. One other welcome measure in the plan was the extension of the debt warehousing scheme for up to the end of December. So what that means for Irish businesses is that when they warehouse their debts, and it could be VAT, payroll, and also now extended to the overpayment of EWSS, those payments aren't going to be due until at least 2023. And even at that stage, there's going to be a 3% interest rate applied. So a very kind of low, attractive interest rate at that stage. There's about 2.3 billion of taxes already warehoused up to the end of March. So we would be very conscious for Irish business that they're aware that they are stockpiling this debt burden and that it will need to get repaid in 2023. But from our experiences in dealing with our clients, there is an awareness there. There is a plan. They're conscious of how they, I suppose, organise their affairs, manage their cash flows, access all the various reliefs that are available to allow them build up the cash needed to start repaying those debts. So what we would say, there is a number of fiscal measures that can be introduced over the next year, which could really support SMEs and Irish businesses generally to aid our recovery. So if you think about it, there is a huge amount of private savings that have been built up over the last year. If we could use fiscal policy to introduce measures to access those savings and encourage investment into Irish businesses, that would be great. So what am I talking about? Maybe capital gains tax relief for investing in businesses that then use that money to grow employment. You could enhance the EIIS scheme, extend it to founders and family for those to invest. You could also look at other types of measures around PRSI. We're looking at maybe a PRSI holiday for certain sectors that have been badly hit by the pandemic. Other items you could look at maybe is a better loss carryback relief. The COVID measures already include a loss carryback for 1 year. Why not extend that to 3 years to really give a kind of a cash injection to Irish businesses from a tax viewpoint? One other thing we have in the books already is a corporate tax startup relief over the first 3 years of an Irish business starting up. Maybe we should enhance that and call it a restart relief and introduce that relief for businesses that are now starting back up and reopening now that the economy is open. So what I would say is that the plan has done a great job, I think, in giving relief to Irish business, in giving certainty over the next 6 to 12 months. What we'd like to see is the budget and thereafter fiscal policy being used creatively as well to enhance the growth in the Irish economy and grow employment.